Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Caffeinated Content where we come to you with great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. And I'm once again here at Magnum Coffee in Las Vegas. I want to talk to you about the absolute biggest mistake that you and I see a lot of people making with online marketing. And that is a misestimation of effort. An incorrect estimation of effort could be cited as the number one reason why you don't survive in anything. You know, you can have two great salespeople. They both are talented. They both are gregarious, outgoing. They're engaging as individuals. They ask all the right questions. One sees 8 people a day. The other one sees 2 people a day. The guy who sees 8 people a day is going to close more than the person who sees 2 people a day. Again, the proper estimation of effort. And what I see in a lot of businesses that I deal with, and I work with chiropractors, I work with dentists, I've worked with tattoo parlors, financial professionals, mortgage brokers, realtors, business coaches, interior designers. These are all people that I've worked with. And too many of them are trying to what's the least amount that I can do to create some positive effect versus engineering backwards, reverse engineering, going, I want to make this much money. I want to have these many people in my pipeline. What would I have to do to create that? What would be the order of magnitude in terms of advertising, content, email, followers? Let's just diagram this out. What would I have to do to really make my dreams and my ambitions and my revenue goals a reality? See, and really taking and confronting the estimation of effort. Now, let me just tell you, there's 2 reasons why costs are going up in internet marketing. Because the number one thing that I hear is, well, it's so expensive. And yes, there is an expense to online marketing. But here's the 2 things that are driving it. Number one, there's this thing called inflation. On average, prices go up about 3% per year. So as you know, the budget that you were spending 5 years ago is not going to buy you the same amount of marketing that it's going to buy you today. Over those 5 years, it's going to be about 15 to 20% more expensive. So why is my pay-per-click going up? Inflation. And factor number 2, competition. Competition drives up prices. We live in a free market society, and Google, Facebook, and all the other platforms have experienced more people adopting their platforms as advertising venues for small businesses. You see many more people advertising on Instagram, Facebook, and Google than ever before. And so Google sees this and they raise prices. Other people have commented on this. Gary Vaynerchuk 20 years ago was buying keywords on Google for 2 cents. Now they're $15. Okay, that's a dramatic increase. Why? Because more people are moving into the marketplace. Google raises the price, people keep paying it, and they keep raising it until people stop paying it. So you have more competition. But here's the good news. There's more audience on these devices, on these platforms. 80% of Americans are on Facebook every single day for an average of 59 minutes. That's an opportunity. Go to an airport, go to a Starbucks, go to a library, go to any public place. What are people staring at? They're staring at mobile devices. What are they doing on those mobile devices? They're on Facebook. They're Googling small businesses to find. They're on Google My Business looking for local vendors. They're on YouTube watching videos. They're at the very places that sell advertising of where your audience or potential prospects are. Now, about the audience. Your audience has more control and is more sophisticated than ever before. Your audience is very smart. 15 years ago, you could just put out a bunch of branded content and advertising and they were like, okay, I guess that is the best. But now they can open up other windows. They can Google you, they can read reviews, they can watch YouTube videos, they can read what bloggers and vloggers and the media is saying about you. And this is a huge factor I was just on the phone last night with a chiropractor. I won't mention his name or where he's at. Huge PR problem. And he doesn't even want to spend any money on marketing because the online reputation that he has is disastrous. And he knows that no matter what branding he puts out there or marketing or advertising, they're going to open up, they're going to go to Yelp, they're going to go to Google, they're going to look for articles written about him, and it's an absolute disaster for him. So much so, he's got to literally change his name. The point is the audience has become smart. They've become sophisticated. They know how to side check your messages. And if you don't understand the estimation of effort of content that you have to put out there, you're going to miss the boat. You're going to be a vacuum. You're going to be an influence of zero. So you really have to step back and go, what is the journey that my audience, that my prospect is going to take when I put my marketing message? Are they just purely going to listen to me? Or are they going to take and sidestep me and go to Yelp and go to Google and look for bloggers, go to YouTube and check me out to verify that I really am what I say I am? And if you haven't pre-populated these sites with good reviews, with good content, your marketing is not going to do as well, because that is what they're going to do. Okay, not only are audiences more sophisticated, they're receiving more messages. You're not the only one marketing to them. And the time that they spend on a website is like 59 seconds. They're not on websites very long. So you're putting all this money into a website, you're doing all this link building for a website, and no one's going there because they're over on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, and you have almost no presence or very little presence, or back to my point, a misestimation of effort of where your audience is at. These are all important factors, and when you really confront the estimation of effort that it's going to take with online marketing, when you really understand how sophisticated the audience has become, the journeys that the audience takes, the habits, the behaviors of your audience, what are the signals that build trust in a brand? When you understand the dynamics of the audience, the platforms, the competitive analysis, all these factors in one, and you really can look at it and understand it, then you can develop a written plan that attacks all these points in a very cohesive, intellectual manner that will make you win in the long run. Over the next couple days, I'm going to be going over some of the other mistakes. But here's the great news about these mistakes that are being made. If you reverse engineer and start doing the opposite of what most people are doing in terms of mistakes, these mistakes become your competitive advantage. It becomes your opportunity. Because I guarantee you, your competition isn't what you should be worrying about. 90 to 95% of your competitors are making the exact same mistakes you are. They're sitting right now worried about what you're worried about. So don't worry about them. Don't worry about what they're doing. They're worried too. What you need to concern yourself with is how to understand the landscape, market in the era that you live in, and deploy consistently effective strategies. Now, if you need help with that, reach out to me. My name's Edwin Dearborn. I've written books about this. I've written over 300 articles. I attend workshops and webinars. I'm constantly imbibing myself in this data to bring you what I feel are the best strategies to help grow your brand with digital media. If you found this of value, please give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends, and if you need assistance, please reach out to me. You have a great day. Bye-bye.